Is this a joke? Is this you guys? He said he's running a fourth time for president. He's right now, right this second. I thought this was AI. But I was watching him speak and live.
This is not a drill. This is not AI. This is live from the White House Correspondents' Dinner that's happening right now. This happened about 3 minutes ago. This is very real. I'll let you watch.
To run for a fourth term as President of the United States. I will be doing that. I will be having an official. In fact, I think I have, I won 3 times. Now I'm going to do it again. Thank you. I'm going to do it again. It should be.
He's going to get a third term. So if Trump 28, Trump is going to be president 28, and people just ought to get accommodated with that.
If he does try to run for a third term, that makes Obama eligible. And
if you were allowed for some reason to run for a third term, is there a thought that the Democrats could try to run Barack Obama?
You know they are.
I'd love that.
Or is there?
I'd love that.
What do you say, Trump? You love it.
Trump just announced that he's running for a fourth term. Now, if you're good at math, you know that he's only been elected twice and ran 3 times. So logistically, even if he did run in 2028, it would not be his fourth term. It would just be his 4th time running for office. And he also pulled out a Trump 2028 baseball cap, right? But that's not even new. Like, he's been selling that on his website for like years at this point. And when I was reading articles about this, all of them said that Donald Trump said it jokingly, but I personally don't understand what the joke is. The 22nd Amendment of the United States is there for a reason, right? Like, what makes America unique from other despotic countries is that we have limits on how long people can be in power. That's the key to having an evolving society. That's the reason why America is different from places like China, Russia, right? And obviously these Trump supporters wouldn't like it if like Joe Biden was president till like 2040, right? And the fact that the president is even saying this stuff out loud, making it clear that that's his intention, it's scary, but it's not that scary given the fact that Donald Trump is 80 years old. And he's not no spry 80 either, okay? Like, he's clearly very unhealthy. He's constantly covered in like weird bruises. And he's constantly saying things that suggest that he's sundowning, right? So Trump 2028 won't happen, but for me, it's just more troubling that we're even talking about it again. You watch the video all the way through again, so make sure that you like, share, and comment. Making videos for you guys is my full-time job. Or you can support me personally by listening to my music. My debut single on Hybrid Tribe Records, Ever Since, is on all platforms.
This is not a joke. Donald Trump stated he is running for president in 2028. He is on video saying it. He just said it tonight. I'm going to show you the video. But all I got to say about this is if the Constitution doesn't matter anymore, then Mamdani, you should run for president against him. Here we go.
We are all doing good together. That's why tonight, to show just how much I care about the press, and I want to save your ratings, I'm pleased to announce my intention to, and this is somewhat of a scoop, my intention to run for a 4th term as President of the United States. I will be doing that. I will be having an official. In fact, I think I have, I won 3 times. Now I'm going to do it again. Thank you. I'm going to do it. Should be easy. I'm getting very good at running for president. No, I won 3 times, did very well the second time, by the way. It's a rigged election, but we don't have to talk about it. You know, it's interesting when you come back and you do a good job like we did, and you don't care about it so much, but we do have to tighten up these elections because they really are in seriously bad shape.
If you were in doubt that we were in a constitutional crisis before, now there is no doubt. Trump just announced on live TV that he was going to run for a 3rd term as president. He took out a hat that said Trump 2028 and put it on. He is dead serious about this. Why is that a problem? Well, we have this thing called the Constitution, and that is what is supposed to be the supreme law of our land. And the 22nd Amendment says no person shall serve a term as president more than twice. It doesn't say consecutively. It says no person shall serve as president more than twice. He just said full stop that he does not care about the 22nd Amendment of our Constitution, the highest law of our land, that he swore an oath to uphold. Go love your neighbor.
This is not a drill. This is not AI. This is live from the White House Correspondents' Dinner that's happening right now. This happened about 3 minutes ago. This is very real. I'll let you watch.
To run for a fourth term as President of the United States. I will be doing that. I will be having an official. In fact, I think I have, I won 3 times. Now I'm going to do it again. Thank you. I'm going to do it again. It should be easy. I'm getting very good at running for president. No, I won 3 times, did very well the second time, by the way.
Obviously, he goes on and on and on. Now, is he being serious? It's probably one of those things where you're talking to your wife and you're just like, hey, it would be so crazy if we like went upstairs when the kids were all, playing outside, right? Oh yeah, crazy. Yeah, we shouldn't do that. But then if she says, yes, you agree to it, it's probably something like that. So we'll see what happens. But dude's crazy.
My daughter was just watching a documentary and I was like cleaning and I just heard at the end Barack Obama started talking and I started sobbing uncontrollably because remember when shit was normal?
I think I finally understand why Donald Trump hates Barack Obama and Michelle Obama so much, and it really has nothing to do with that White House Correspondents' Dinner years ago. It's that America still loves, the world still loves Barack and Michelle Obama. See, last night was an NBA All-Star game, and, well, the Obamas were there, the camera panned to them, and the crowd cheered. Everybody stood up. They got a standing ovation to the point that President Obama stood up and waved at the crowd, which led to more cheering. Meanwhile, Donnie Boy Trump shows up at sporting events and half to 3/4 of the crowd boos, to the point that the same media networks have to put clapping and cheering tracks over it to keep his supporters from attempting to boycott them. So, Donald Trump really hates the Obamas because the world still loves them, as the world has always despised him.
As soon as I put them in the room and I turned around, Obama was standing there, and I was like, "Hey, sir, this is the family of the fallen," and I named them, and he sat down and he let that family cry on his shoulder for a solid 20 minutes, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but 20 minutes of a U.S. president's time one-on-one like that is a lot, right? What I saw was just a human being being compassionate, sympathetic for a family who just had a huge loss. Because there was no cameras in that room. There was nothing there, that he ever,
You think Trump will get a 3rd term? Isn't that constitutionally illegal?
Trump getting a 3rd term is not illegal. So let me explain the loophole. What Trump could do is this, okay? There are 2 possibilities. The first possibility is, in 2028, he has his son, Don Jr., run as a president, and he runs as the vice president. And then when Don Jr. wins, if he wins, then Don Jr. could abdicate, and Trump would be the president. And in the Constitution, you read the Constitution very carefully, it doesn't actually prohibit people from doing that. It's not been done in the past. And no sane person with any morality would do this. But that doesn't stop Trump from doing this, okay? That's one possibility. Another possibility is that by 2028, America is at war with everyone. There's a national draft. The president now has emergency war powers. And so he can actually suspend the Constitution and delay the election, which is what Zelensky did in Ukraine. So these are 2 different possibilities. But I think that given Trump's track record, given his personality, I think he very much wants a third term. And I think that he will do everything possible to get a third term.
Is this a joke?
Yes, it is. And you guys are the punchline.
Is this you guys? He said he's running a fourth time for president. He's right now, right this second. I thought this was AI. But I was watching him speak and live.
Oh boy.
Right back to the Oval Office, so I have to be doing okay. But we are all doing good together. That's why tonight, to show just how much I care about the press, and I want to save your ratings, I'm pleased to announce my intention to, and this is somewhat of a scoop, my intention to run for a fourth term as President of the United States. I will be doing that. I will be having an official, in fact, I think I have, I won 3 times. Now I'm going to do it again. Thank you.
But back to your original question.
Is this a joke?
Yeah, it is. And your reaction is exactly why he does stuff like this. And I was trying to give you guys the benefit of the doubt last night. When I saw the clip, I was like, he's clearly doing this because he knows that the media and the left are going to lose their minds. But then I thought, no, these guys have been watching him for years now. They understand that he trolls them relentlessly. At this point, they should know that he's just trying to get a reaction. There's no way that they're going to freak out and take him seriously. But then, as always, you guys react exactly how you've been programmed to react. And you just constantly prove that all of your outrage around Trump is completely made up because you guys make it.
Big question, Americans, who is your president come 2028? Is it Barack Obama? Is it Donald Trump? Let us hear your views in the comment section. Welcome, my good family. If this is your favorite channel, kindly remember to subscribe if you haven't yet. Here we talk anything and everything. We don't have no bad blood. So guys, in this episode, we get to see different perspectives, opinions of different American citizens and other opinions on who the president they want to have come the next season. So in the this video is a topic has sparked online conversation arising the speech that or the remarks made by Donald Trump, the current president of United States of America, regarding his intention to run for a fourth time for the presidency. Me good people, let me know what you think about all this situation. Who do you want to have as a president come 2028? Do you think the policies, or do you think this is fair to the American citizen? So, these constitutional implications of these comments specifically referencing the 22nd Amendment, which limits a president to 2 elected terms. But Donald Trump wants to get another term. So guys, let's watch till the end. Let me know your opinion, your honest 2 cents in the comment down there below. Kindly remember to subscribe if you haven't yet. Support me by clicking that thumbs up, commenting, subscribing, sharing this video with your family and friends. And I will give all credits to the original content creators of the videos. Watch till the end, and I will come back.
I get a third term. So Trump 28, Trump is going to be president 28, and people just ought to get accommodated with that.
So what about the 22nd Amendment?
There's many different alternatives. At the appropriate time, we'll lay out what the plan is. But
at the appropriate time, they're going to tell you. So just sit back, relax, and wait for them to screw you.
Trump is a vehicle. I know this will drive you guys crazy, but he's a vehicle of divine providence. He's an instrument. He's very imperfect. He's not churchy, not particularly religious, but he's an instrument of divine will. And you can tell this of how he's pulled this off.
See how he slipped up there and said, you can tell by the way he's pulled this off. It's Bannon and the ones behind Trump that are pushing this through. Trump is, as he just said, a vehicle, not of divine will, but of their regime, of their policies, of what they want to push down America's throats.
We need to finish what we started.
Again, we, Steve Bannon, Stephen Miller, and the cronies behind Trump that are pulling the strings. They're the ones that are going to continue to finish what they started. And just know, they're not joking. This is real. They will push him in for a third term. So, I don't know. Let's start Obama 2028, I guess.
There's this other story. I know it's hypothetical right now, but if you were allowed for some reason to run for a third term, is there a thought that the Democrats could try to run Barack Obama against you?
I'd love that.
For his third term?
Boy, I'd love that. That would be a good one. I'd like that.
It's, first of all, he can't be president again. That doesn't mean he won't try. But even for people who didn't vote for him, that doesn't appeal to me. That this is the smartest thing you can say. So, you know, look.
I mean, honestly, I was never worried that he was going to run for 3 terms. I mean, he's like the master troll. I mean, he must love just Trump 28 throwing out the hats, and it's just mess. And then if he does try to run for a third term, that makes Obama eligible. And then, you know, isn't America really wanting that to finally settle that anyway? Who actually wins? Because I don't know, but like, that's just not going to happen. But
yeah, but I mean, first of all, he could do it. I mean, when I talked to him, he did, and I've heard him say it on other occasions, but he did say vaguely, you know, there's a way you could do it.
Trump versus Obama, 2028. Watch this.
There's this other story. I know it's hypothetical right now, but if you were allowed for some reason to run for a third term, is there a thought that the Democrats could try to run Barack Obama?
You know they are.
I'd love that.
For his third term?
I'd love that. That
What
would
you say, Trump?
be a good
You
one.
love
I'd like
that, but hey, he said, come on
People
with
are
it.
asking me to run, and there's a whole story about running for a third term. I don't know. I never looked into it.
I don't know
You
about
say
that.
there's a
Hold
way
up.
you can do it, but I don't know about.
Ooh, hey, man, hey, I just want to know, though, if this was able to happen, and damn what he said, because trust me, I promise you, he done looked into it. But hey, regardless, if this was able to happen, and I already heard rumors that they are trying, Mega's definitely trying to do this, and I heard that the Democrats said, hey, if they do this, we're going to get Obama. But I want to know, if this happened, who do y'all think would win? I mean, I'm just seriously. I mean, I already heard Michelle say she don't want Obama to win again. She don't want him to do it again. She thinks that we should keep getting new brains, new ideas, new people to come in there because the world is changing that much and that fast. I kind of agree with her. But if that was possible, who do you think would win? Let me know in the comments.
Trump obviously doesn't care what the Constitution says about running for a third term, because no matter what the issue is, voting rights, birthright, citizenship, war, tariffs, Trump never cares about the Constitution.
She says the Constitution gives me certain rights, and I demand that I be given these rights. Get the hell out.
You do not feel like you need guardrails.
No, I don't need guardrails. I don't want guardrails. Guardrails would hurt us. They say it's not constitutional, but I think it would be good.
Don't you need to uphold the Constitution of the United States as president?
I don't know.
You don't know? He doesn't know? Upholding the Constitution was like 90% of your oath of office, okay? And the other 10% was your name. Trump's blatant disregard for the Constitution is the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. And I've seen Rachel Dolezal's OnlyFans. But you don't even need to hear any of that to know he plans to stay in office. All you need to hear is him talking about his big, beautiful ballroom. Do you seriously think he's building that for the next guy? You think he likes J.D. Vance that much? You think he's doing that level of solid for Marco Rubio? No. On January 20th, 2029, Trump is going to go into that ballroom with a stack of hustlers and a crate of Big Macs and lock the door from the inside, okay? But I'm not asking Trump not to run for a third term. Trump's going Trump. What I'm asking is for the Republican Party to be honest for once and tell us whether or not you want this man to be king, okay? I'm tired of edging dictatorship. I'm getting red, white, and blue balls, people, okay? waiting to find out if our democracy still matters. And do it soon, because right now America is standing at a fork in the road, and we need to know which path to choose, or if we just stick the fork in us because we're done.
So I heard Trump is selling 2028 merch, right? So yeah, you want to do that? You want to do that? We're gonna do this. Let's go. We got the antidote. We got the antidote right here. Let's go. Let's do it. Because you want to run again when you know you're not supposed to run another term. You already run 2 terms. So might as well let Obama run another term too, right? It's only right since you want to run another term. But let's go. We're going to summon Obama. We're going to bring in Obama. We're going to have another president who's in office two times. Now we're going to have him a third. Since you want to have him a third, since y'all want to have him for another third term, we're going to have him. And let's see how far we go. Let's see. Let's do this. Because I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. I'm ready for this man to come back again. We've been dying to have this man become president again. So let's go. That is.
Do you think President Trump can run for a third term? Should he, and would you support him?
Well, as a Republican, I and many would not be open to the idea of Barack Obama running for a third term. And so I think the folks have to be careful here if you're starting to question the constitutionality of this.
He's scared. He talking about BL like he Voldemort. He talking about Barack Obama like he should. I know Republicans be in the group chat talking about Barack Obama and like he think he Tupac, right? This is very interesting. That's Representative Mike Lawler, I believe, from New York. And instead of leading with the fact that Donald Trump and his whole 3-term nonsense that he's thrown out there, in my opinion, to really get the smoke screen off the signal stuff, right? He leads with his fear, his deep, dark fear of Barack Obama possibly getting a third term. That's the deterrence here, right? And I appreciate his honesty. I really, truly do. But God damn it, why you boys so shook? Now, this goes to why I think, Barack Obama, not to his fault, is the reason we're in this. Meaning that I don't think Barack Obama did anything to these people. But I don't know if it's the racial element mixed with the fact that I guess they perceive them as extremely progressive. If you ask most leftist people, they don't see Barack Obama. They see Barack Obama more as a centrist type of person, a politician. But their fear and their freaking obsession with that time ran them to this orange clown as a savior, right? Not only the politicians, but as well as the voters, right? The white voters that Barack Obama is the reason why we're all divided. No, it's one of the most popular presidents ever, and for whatever reason, you lot are trying to twist it or something else. But anyway, I say all that to say, don't worry, guys. We're all safe. We have a fail-safe in place. And if you want to try it, try it. If you want to go 3-term for 3-term, try it. Give it a shot if you dare. Ball up.
Thank you for watching till this end. And guys, we get to see how our people's opinion about the people's president come 2028 in the United 2026. So what we get to see or what we get to note is the constitutional debate, and here we get to see the 22nd Amendment. And this is where the people or the constitutional legitimacy decides if someone can run for a third or fourth term in a light of for the government or for the constitution. So this limits presidents to 2 terms as it should be. And now this has been a debate because Donald Trump, the president wants to run for another term. So this has sparked a national conversation about whether presidential term limits are absolute or subject to political interpretation. Let me know your honest 2 cents down there below. Remember to comment, and if you haven't subscribed as well, kindly do so. I will honestly appreciate it. So the Obama's factor, that's where something else people have talked about, and we noted, or I noted rather. So we see how the public speculation and political fear regarding whether hypothetical third term for Trump will open the door for Barack Obama to run again, citing reactions from politicians like Mike Lola. I think so, that's the name. So if President Donald Trump is honestly or is rightfully permitted to run for another term, then that means Barack Obama has the same opportunity to have a rerun, and people are asking for that so that Barack Obama can come back. I think so. He was a favorite to most of the people. So if he was, and if you think he qualifies to have a rerun, also kindly comment down there below. So the political strategy versus the reality. Now here we get to see announcements are often a trolling tactic designed to provoke media outrage and test public reaction rather than grounded legal strategies. So maybe he's testing the waters, or the mic 1, 2, 3 mic testing, and wants to know how people will react. Honestly, Donald Trump maybe just want to see if people are cool to say yay or nay. So that is what we call a political strategy, and again is a reality. So the democracy and institutions, this is a central takeaway, and we get to see why a healthy democracy lies on constitution and rules that apply equally to everyone, regardless of which politician is in office. So there is where the current era plays in. Can someone dictate, or can the democracy be fair to the people and the president, the people's president? So guys, that is what all I noted from that video. And here we get to see the importance of understanding historical context and the role of constitution and safeguards in preventing the concentration of power, because sometimes too much of something is poisonous, and maybe someone should take over, maybe a young generation, maybe an old generation. What's your preference, my people? So if you comment down there below, let's see what you think about this whole thing, and what you think about the democracy in regards of Donald Trump trying to have a rerun on this government. So guys, thank you for watching till this end. I appreciate the love and support. If you haven't subscribed yet, kindly do so. I honestly appreciate. Turn on your notification as well. And guys, for those of my good people who always comes back to watch my videos, kindly recheck and see if you have subscribed. And to those of you who subscribe and always comes back to watch my videos, God bless you. I don't take that for granted. I'm grateful to have you on my channel. So guys, that is all, and I think this will be fair and square if we get to see your comments down there below. I know we are in a nation where someone should have some freedom of speech, and let us know, if guys, who is your president come 2028? Do you want Donald Trump, Obama, Mr. Barack Obama, or something new, something interesting? Thank you for watching till this end. I appreciate your love and support, and catch me on the next one.